Hello, you're listening to the Love and Money podcast with Shakira. And today I'm going to talk to you about Tesla. What's going on with Tesla? Well, Tesla is back in the news again. It is a $1 trillion company. And what people are doing, they are trading Tesla. Tesla is very volatile right now where it's shooting up. Like say for example, it was $900 a share. Well, now it's over $1,000 per share. Let's see here. I'm gonna show you here. So Tesla is currently at $1,025.09. And so say for example, it was at 900. And so that difference of $100, people are making money right now. People who are trading options, they're making money off of Tesla because it's jumping. So those are the people who are trading Tesla. They are getting in and they're making money right now and they're taking their profits. However, trading options for Tesla is very expensive. So this is for people who have money for this particular stock. The other way to um, become wealthy using Tesla is if you just do it in moderation. For example, if you had put $10,000 into Tesla and held it for 10 years, you would have a total of $1.8 million. So sometimes it's better to just buy it and hold it for the long term. People who got in 10 years ago and put $10,000 in, 10 years from that date, they have $1.8 million. So Tesla has turned some people into millionaires. However, if you are anything like me and you are not putting $10,000 in one stock, what you can do is just do a more gradual method. Say if you wanted to put $20 a week in, and so by the end of the year, you would have $1,000 in that stock. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of the math. Okay, class, can you see this? Say if you have people put $10,000 in 10 years ago, and now they have $1.8 million. Can you see can you see this? So we're going to go to basic math. 10,000 is to 1.8 million. So if you're like me, you're not putting 10,000 in one stock. So say if you put 1,000 in, and even that you're doing gradually. You're not going to just dump $1,000 into one stock. Maybe $20 a week or something is reasonable for you. So say you put $1,000 in. So how much would you have in 10 years? If you have 10,000 dumped in 10 years, you have 1.8 million. If you put 1,000 in, how much will you have in 10 years? So you do this ratio. Can you see the ratio? So take 10,000 times X equals 1.8 million times 1,000. Can you see this? So this is basic math. So 10,000 is to 1.8 million as 1,000 is to how much? So what you're going to do is cross multiply. 10,000 times X. You have 10,000 times X equals, cross multiply, 1.8 million times 1,000. Okay, I want you to get your calculator out and tell me how much money you're going to have in 10 years if you put $1,000 in there. Okay, go ahead, do the calculation. Are you doing the calculation? How much did you come up? What's your answer, class? Class, what answer did you come up with? If you put $1,000 in Tesla, how much are you going to have in 10 years? Okay, the answer is 180,000. So I'll go over it real briefly again. If $10,000 is to 1.8 million, then $1,000 is to how much? You cross multiply. 10,000 times X equals 1.8 million times 1,000. Then you divide each side by 10,000 and you come up with $180,000. So if you put $1,000 into Tesla in 10 years, you will have $180,000. So what you could do is something like if you're putting in $20 a week, by the end of the year, you'll have 1,000. Hold it for 10 years, you'll have 180,000. But say if you do that 20,000 a week for 6 years. So 1 year is 180,000. 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 1 year hits 180,000. So take the 180,000, multiply that by 6 because you did it 6 times, and then that comes to 1 million. And that's just by having that recurring $20 a week going into your Tesla and holding it for 10 years. So basically, that's what people are doing, but they're doing it the large, extravagant way. They say, hey, I got 10,000. Whoop, I'm throwing that whole 10,000 in Tesla, and now I'm rich. So that's what people are doing. So I just wanted to give you another way of doing it if um, there's something that you don't plan on doing. It's not a good idea to put a whole bunch of money into one stock anyway, because if that company were to go bankrupt, then you would lose all your money. So it's never a good idea to put all of your money in one stock. That's the reason why people recommend index funds, because index funds is a whole bunch of different companies instead of just relying on one company. So anyway, that's what's going on with Tesla. People are becoming millionaires. People who are already in it for 10 years already are already millionaires. If you aren't in it, it's not too late to get in. Um, you're still young. You're young enough to watch this video. You still have 10 years of life. You still have time to become a millionaire if that's something that you are interested in. So Tesla is a $1 trillion company. They debuted June 29th, 2010. They're up 21,323,000%. They're at an all-time high of $1,026.50 per share. People are talking about Tesla right now because it's shooting up. If it was at 900 2 days ago, now it's at 1,000. So the options traders are going crazy because they are making huge money. Um, they have the money to begin with, first of all, to trade this stock, which is very expensive, and they are taking their profits out on a monthly basis. You could do it that way, or you could do it the other way that I mentioned. Um, so Tesla has basically outperformed every single stock in the S&P 500. Is doing really well. People who invested $10,000 10 years ago, they currently have $1.8 million. It's a 68% average annual return. And if you had put $10,000 in the S&P 500, it would only grew to $37,115. So Tesla is inside of the S&P 100 already. So if you already have the S&P 500, you are already an investor in Tesla. But this is a different way of doing it. People are doing it all different kind of ways. You can choose whatever you decide to do. But Tesla is the fifth most valuable company in the S&P 500. It's 5 times more valuable than Toyota and the most valuable automaker. So this is what's going on with Tesla. Tesla is making people millionaires, basically. So I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. This is for educational, informational purposes only. If you're not in, it's not too late to get in. Basically, your own decision. Just wanted to let you know what people are doing as it pertains to stocks and the stock market. People are becoming wealthy by using the stock market. Now, you do want to make sure that you diversify and get into all different asset classes and never just depend on one thing. So, this is a Love of Money podcast. If you like this podcast, please share it with one other person. And please hit the like and subscribe button, helps the algorithm. And please leave a comment. And thank you for listening.